Hello, everybody. Um, we are the music group, the music team, and this is uh, the the presentation that uh, we express, we share with us. Another, please. Thank you. Well, uh, is more than one simple uh, genre of music. We talk about six genres. First is rock and roll, and then hip hop. Uh, this is the presentation that I share you. Another place. Uh, Rock and roll. Uh, this genre of music emerged in the 50s. Uh, is characterized by energetic rhythm, electric guitars, and rebellious lyrics. Yeah, it's considered one of the functional genres of rock. Representative bands include the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and more powerful bands, more than than this one. Sorry. Among the instruments used of the rock and roll, we find guitar electric, guitar normal, double bass, electric bass, drums, piano, and saxophone. The important it had was quite significant because it was a genre that is played around the world. Everybody know uh, the rock music, the rock and roll music. Um, mm, Open new ways of thinking and making visible the situations that surround us. And this music was distributed in different ways. Example, the radio, concerts, and vinyl records. At the day, in other the apps, for example, Spotify, etc. The next, please. The second genre is the hip hop. This genre emerged in the neighborhoods of New York. Uh, Harlem is uh, an example of this society. Sorry. Uh, um, Emerged in the 50s as an artistic expression of African American and Latin urban culture. Includes elements like rap, DJing, breakdancing, and graffitis. Um, the hip hop is characterized by a focus on lyrics and rhyme after addressing social, political, and personal themes. Musical production is highly creative, involving sampling and digital production techniques. The instruments that we use in this genre um, vary, but they often include drums, machines, synthesizers, sequencers, samples from other songs, and of course the rapper's voice,
Jazz,
box.
a musical style that originates in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, combining African and European influences. It is known for its improvisation, complex rhythms, and sophisticated harmonies. Representative singers include Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. In jazz, the following instruments are implemented: piano, trumpet, clarinet, double bass, guitar, trombone, saxophone, tenor, drums, and electric bass. Jazz influenced in many aspects: in fashion, because the way of dressing was innovated; in the social thought, towards women giving more freedoms to women. Literature was also influenced by jazz. This music was distributed in different ways, through the radio, concert, and vinyl records. Reggaeton has its roots in reggae, dancehall, and hip hop music from Puerto Rico and other Caribbean regions. It emerged in the 90s and 2000s as a fusion of these genres with Latin influences. Distinctive features, reggaeton is characterized by its catchy rhythm and lyrics that often address urban life, love, and sensuality. It has undergone various evolution and fusion over time. Instruments. Common instruments in reggaeton include drum machines, synthesizers, deep bass lines, and melodic vocals. The use of stereo effects to create specific sonic atmospheres is also common.
Now I talk about disco genre. This is background, a genre of music proposed in the 1970s, characterized by danceable elements, synthesizers, and catchy lyrics. It is associated with discotheque culture. Representative bands include Biggies and Dana Summer. In disco music, there are instruments that are used to guide that characteristic sound. Among them, we Filmora and trumpets, electric piano, synthesizers, and rhythm guitars. Rhythm guitars. It is influenced the dance floors because it's a very level genre. In fashion, because each genre had its type of clothing, there was more inclusion and diversity. Technology advanced in recording. This music was distributed in different ways through radio, vinyl records, cassettes, TV programs, video music, and disco. Now, electric dance music (EDM) it is similar the dance genre but it is actually background. Electric music has its roots in mid 20th century experimental music, however, modern EDM developed from disco music and electric music of the 1970s and 1980s, as well as the early forms of techno and house music. Distinctive effectors, EDMs, empathy elements, and sonic textures. Subgenres with EDM, such as trance, dubstep, and house, have distinct characteristics in terms of tempo, structure, and use of effects. Instruments in EDM, traditional instruments are often replaced by synthesizers, drum machines, samples, and music production software. DJs also use equipment to mix and manipulate tracks in real time. And this genre has representative bands or artists who includes Avicii and others. Now my team.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm going to talk to you a little about chance that music has had. Okay, uh, first topic is lyrics in music from before. Point number one, lyrical deep. Lyrics tended to address deeper and more complex themes, some softer hand social, political, or love message. For example, the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. Point number two, elaborate narratives. Many songs told detailed stories and had a clear narrative structure. Point number three, uh, metaphors and symbolisms. Mm, Composer and lyrics made extensive use of metaphors and symbolisms to convey their ideas and emotion. For example, The Doors. I really like that band. Point number four, more complex lyrics. Some used to have longer lyrics and large vocabulary. For example, Metallica. Point number five, universal message.
Estoy ocupado, escucha.
Lyrics in older music after address universal themes that could resonate with different generations. For example, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and more. Next, please. Okay, este second topic, lyric in current music. Point number one, focus on the personal. Many current
Ahorita estoy
songs
ocupado,
focus on
escucha.
personal experience and individual
Escucha.
emotion.
Estoy ocupado.
Um, some example is the hip hop. Uh, Point number two, more colloquial language. The lyric of today's music tended to use a more colloquial and less poetic language. Um, for example, mm, the band norteño, la banda norteña. No sé. Point number three, more direct message. In general, the lyrics of today's music tend to be more direct and not so simple. For example, the trap. Point number four, the repetition of catching prices and chorus. Many current songs had catching prices or chorus that are repeated multiple times throughout the songs. For example, reggaeton. Point number five, more superficial themes. Um, Although there are exceptions, some lyrics in today's music tended to address more superficial themes. For example, the reggaeton or trap y install. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.